Hey, welcome back. We have a knife here. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. Couldn't look at that box in front of the camera because there was some private info on it. But let's get into it. Interesting. QSP box. Unexpected. What's in it? Not a QSP. There it is. As you may know, if you watch the channel, I'm a pretty big CJRB Pyrite fan. And if I got something I like, I want more of it. Wow, that one's freaking even better action than mine. What the heck? All right, that is sweet. So this is the, which I really like, the White Mountain Knives exclusive version of the CJRB Pyrite. Quite a bit of a different feeling on the steel Pyrite versus the G10. This is a Gmascus, I believe is what you call it. You can see the G10 sort of in a Damascus type pattern or concept or whatever you want to call it. Something feels better about this one. The thumb stud's the same, yeah. Blade's the same. It's definitely lighter. Whoops. Good thing this is steel. All right, let's try that again without the knife in the way. Just make sure no damage occurred. Yeah, we're good. All right, this just needs a little wipe down real quick. Make sure we can get a sense of what's going on with it. I've noticed these, the blades are a little hard to keep clean on these for some reason. I get the same kind of thing on mine where it almost, I don't want to say it takes fingerprints and almost like stains it. It's not like a stain, but it's very hard to keep it clean, unlike a lot of stonewash finishes. Oh, maybe that is kind of like a lot of stonewash finishes, really. But there you go. Now it looks pretty good. So let's see here. Not sure what's going on with that box situation, but whatever. Not like it's a super collector knife or anything. A little bit of a different sound though. I love the sound of this steel one. It's got a thunk thunk, and this guy's like a little more of a click click, but it feels lighter. I don't know if the detent's lighter on it. Hang on. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one's kind of used. Maybe they just don't come that sharp. But same thing on mine here. You can kind of see there's a little bit of funk on it. Grab a funk remover again. It hasn't really like come off. That's sort of just been the finish on mine for some reason. But I really like this White Mountain Knives Gmascus finish. Like I didn't go buy just the standard G10 one. Actually, I did a trade. I had a couple extra winter blade factors that I picked up on the secondary in various situations, and then secondary. And then I ended up buying a couple new ones. So that awarded me the opportunity to trade off some of the ones that I had gotten on the secondary. Man, that thing is killing it though on the action. That is sweet. Not a lot of knives you can action that fast. That's savage. Yeah, and it just may be that mine's not as like broken in because I haven't carried it that much. I've carried it a couple times. But yeah, my detent's a little stronger on this one than on the new one. Which I kind of like the new one. The new one feels really like usable. Just very easy to use. I don't know if this one you can really roll out so easily. It's not bad. They feel so different because of the weight. Let's see what the weight difference is on these. And aside from that, we can keep this one pretty short, honestly. First, I have a cold, so I'm not really loving talking right now. It's one of those things you sort of take for granted. You run a YouTube channel, and you kind of need your voice. 3.75 ounces. Wow, full ounce less. 2.7 ounces. That's sweet. That's a hell of an EDC right there, folks. Hell of an EDC. 2.7 ounces. That's awesome. This thing feels a little higher quality because of the weight. So I do love the weight of the steel one, but man, 2.7 ounces is compelling, right? Let's see what the situation is in here. So some reduced steel liners in there. Super solid on the handle. You can squeeze it in a tad, but it doesn't feel like it when you're grabbing it. You don't really notice it like you do with a bug out. The handle feels really good in hand. Yeah, this thing feels great. Let's see, I want to compare the handles real quick. This one does feel a little better in hand when you're really squeezing down on it, clamping down on it hard. Feels a little better because this one you can feel the front of the steel liners. So that's one thing to note, would be you get a little hot spot. Since those are not, it's too bad they're not just wrapped. If the scale wrapped around that instead of butting up against it, that'd be really nice. But that's the design they chose there, and it's fine. It's not bad, but not as good as it would be if it was like this. Definitely has a little bit of a better feel to it because you're getting one flat surface versus the sort of two smaller surfaces. They're not a huge difference, but it is noticeable, so worth noting. Aside from that, like the standoffs and everything are the same crazy value. I actually think that one cost more. This was like $50 and this was like $70. So I'd say for that price difference, unless you're really looking to save the weight and love the scales, you either just get the black G10 or the blue G10 or go with the steel for less money. Feels like a nicer knife. Like this feels like a, you know, like $100 to $200 knife. This one has great action, but it feels like a $60 to $70 knife. It just feels a little, you know, partly could just be that the D10's a little lighter, so I just get the sense of like a little less strength or something like that, but it just, this one feels like a cheaper knife in general, so no surprise there. Steel versus G10, so. But man, 2.7 ounces, that'd be a lot nicer in the pocket than this guy. So that's compelling. Not that 3.7 is a problem, but you know, to each their own. All right, I think that's all for now. Appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.